Need more chest, shoulders, and triceps? Why, a second workout during the week may help you accomplish that. Gloomy morning this morning in the beautiful resort town of Eden Prairie, Minnesota. Push day, secondary push day, shoulder emphasis. So what does that mean? If you've been following along, I've been now training push twice a week. Last couple of weeks, it hasn't worked out that way, but that's what I strive for. So in that, I have a chest focused one, and then I have a shoulder focused one. The goal is obviously to get more work in on my upper body because, my chest is still a weakness. My push strength is going down. Obviously, as you get older, strength is going to go down, but I like to keep a lot of it. And I'm of the mind frame of lift weights a lot if you want to lift a lot of weight, or if you look like you want to lift, or lift weights a lot to look like you lift a lot of weight. I think that's right. It's early in the morning. I'm sorry. The shoulders I'm kind of conflicted on because I do like heavy pressing, but I don't want to do too much heavy pressing because I have heavy pressing for chest in a couple of days on Tuesday. So it's always that weaving in and out, playing with volume that you always have to be aware of. You don't have to use a ton of poundage if you're training multiple times a week, the same body part. You can get by on just a little more volume, a little bit more concentration, a little bit more intensity. Now, if you want to ground and pound, which I have no problem with, but make sure you limit the volume in both of those sessions, okay? It doesn't always have to be a pump day on the second day. It can be heavy, but again, monitor your recovery. Your recovery is paramount, is important, everything that we do. So, that being said, shoulders, chest, triceps, knock it out, get it going. Hey guys, I'm a Gasp ambassador too. So with that being said, shop at gaspofficial.com. Throw in the code GAS15, save you some cash. Really good products going on, new items, all that good stuff. So, but for right now, let's work, let's get big, let's create a growth stimulus, and then let's get our day started.
First of all, if you hear any noise in the background, I got the coffee maker going and I have the kids going crazy because my wife is out having a good time with her sorority sisters. But in any event, thank you for watching. Starting out with shoulder laterals here. Reason being, I need to start out with something high rep before we get to the meat and potatoes. So always warm up with some type of high rep movement, and it can be an isolation movement as well. This will give you the best possible start to have the best possible outcome for your workout. Now, with laterals, the one thing that I want people to remember is to make sure you lead with the elbows. And the reason why I tell people that cue is that it's easier for folks to follow that and do the exercise to the best of their ability, rather than say, keep your pinky up like they used to do in the old school days. People know what I'm talking about. Keep your pinky up and, throw the dumbbells at a 45-degree angle. Just lead with your elbows, and the dumbbells, when you get used to your form and when you nail things down, they'll go where they're supposed to go. Now, general bodybuilder, I followed up with some shoulder presses here on the Arsenal Strength shoulder press. I have no problem with this machine, to be quite honest with you. I think it's actually a great plate-loaded press. So it's become kind of a mainstay in my shoulder training. Here I take a regular grip and, just pressing up and down. Now, the reason why I like this is because you can adjust that seat back. You can adjust it forward or you can adjust it back. And if you adjust it forward, know that it becomes more of a behind the neck press than it does a regular press, which is kind of difficult on the rotator cuff. It doesn't feel as natural, but the option is there if you choose to take it. So here, just getting nice and greased up for the work that's about to come. This is a meat and potato exercise, so you want to treat it as such. Get your good warm-ups in and then go straight to work on your main sets.
This happens every goddamn week. Every goddamn week. Oh, I'm not going to go heavy. This is going to be more of a pump workout.
Now, moving on is I have the cable standing Y laterals. I don't know why they're called Y laterals. Sorry. Really, these are just normal ass laterals. Here, the first couple of sets, and excuse my big ass gut. I like to snack at work. I do these behind the back, and as you can see, I'm getting kind of a good stretch. I step forward a little bit more to emphasize that stretch, but that's exactly where I want the handles to be. I want the line of pull going behind me and not in front of me. So I stay here for 2 sets and try to get double-digit weight, or double-digit reps rather. But I end up failing at some point in this exercise before I could get to my 15, which is fine. If you reach failure early, as long as you're not acting, because there are some people acting like they do go to failure. As long as you don't do that, you're okay. So again, 2 sets here, and then I just turn around and I just do 2 sets from the front. The beauty of this exercise is that it's just constant tension from the start of the movement to the end of the movement. So I can't hammer this type of or I can't complain about this type of cable work because it just works so effectively and putting a lot of stress on the muscle. And especially if you have any type of joint pain or anything like that, it's very great to be able to perform cable laterals, especially on a multi-station like this. I mentioned that there is some chest work involved here, and here's the start of it. Just hooking up some CAS handles to that same multi-station. Really just trying to get a good pump up in here. Not going the way of shoulder presses by going heavy and, failing around about 5 reps. No, this is, trying to push the failure in the double-digit reps, trying to make sure that the form is strict. And the reason for that is that I don't need a lot of super stress on my muscles, or at least on my chest, because I worked it earlier that week, at least at the timing of this video. So just something machine based and body weight based, nothing with a bar, nothing with a dumbbell. I learned that from Louis Simmons, that even when you pick up a barbell, you're stressing the nervous system, and I didn't want to stress the chest a whole lot, so basically stuck with machines. And then this next exercise that you see here is dips. At this point, I'm pretty well damn fried, so it's hard to support myself. But as you can see, the hidden hack with the hammer strength belt squat is that it has a wide V-like dip station. You can really sink into the bottom of these and get a good stretch in the chest. So if you have access to a hammer strength belt squat, I highly recommend that you use the dip station, because like I said, you can get deep into that stretch and it is just a really great feeling. As you can see, 4 reps and I was toast. Then we moved on to triceps. Nothing crazy here, just some tricep press downs, again on the multi-station and with some spudding straps. Those things I do like very, very much. Those are not mine, those are the gym's, but I try to keep some type of tool inside of my gym bag, so I'll probably end up getting something like that eventually, to be honest with you, when I travel. Also, sorry for this foggy video. I did not clean my lens before I did this set, so I do apologize. But in any event, really shooting for double-digit reps just to pump the bicep up. I know in my mind I say I'm going to do triceps heavy, but I've just found that just a couple of workouts with a lot of pushing of the blood, or pushing of blood inside the muscle, works far better than doing like a bunch of close grip bench presses and a bunch of French presses. Even though you'll see French presses next, I just don't feel like those movements done super heavy will work. So moving on to French presses or seated French press, you just basically clean the bar over your head and you just do a tricep extension. So I only got like 6-8 reps a piece, but at that point my triceps were just fried, so I did a couple sets here and just called it home. My elbow was bothering me for the simple fact that I am an old son of a bitch, so please forgive me on that, but also know your limitations with that type of exercise. Elbows and knees are probably some of the first thing that goes on a master's bodybuilder. So if you're over the age of 40 and you're watching this, no, you don't have to do this movement, but it's something good to keep in your toolbox. But in the event, I've been sitting on this video a week. I've been meaning to do this voiceover, so I'm so very glad I was able to do it. Guys, please like and subscribe to the channel. I'm going to keep on bringing you content. Maybe great, maybe mediocre, but you'll get something from either one of those. So thanks a lot, guys, for watching. Y'all have a great day and stay safe.